You won't have heard this on RTE, that's for sure. You probably will not read about it in any of the national newspapers as well. But Tarek and Ken were before Ennis Circuit Court this morning. They were seeking to have their case moved to Dublin, where they're now residing. And the DPP, or the prosecution, said they hadn't had enough time to consider this application. As soon as we came out of Ennis Court today, I did the following interview with Ken.
Today in the Circuit Court, we appealed to have our case moved to Dublin. However, the prosecution said they didn't have time to review the application, and so they disagreed with approving that move at this time. The judge asked them what they expected to do, and the prosecution said in most instances, we disapprove of the move. However, what the judge decides, we will abide by. And the judge has told them to be back in court on the 29th of October with their application to reject our affidavit. And at that time, if another hearing is warranted, he will assign a hearing date, which we've requested to be November 8th.
And what do you hope is going to happen? And what will your steps be thereafter?
Well, we hope that the judge will then assign the date of November 8th for the hearing, and that our request that the case be moved to Dublin will be approved, and after which we can go to the High Court and request a reconsideration of our bail conditions so that we can go home to await trial.
Even Charlie Flanagan in July, speaking in the Dáil on a particular bill, had this to say. The bill is called Justice Facilitating the Transfer of Bail Supervision Between EU Member States. And the minister added, the presumption of innocence is a cornerstone of our criminal justice system, and this measure will ensure that a person charged with an offence in another member state does not suffer a disproportionate interference in his or her life before facing trial on those charges. Now, that is exactly what is happening to Tarek and Ken. Now, Tarek's wife, Ellen, has described this result today as disappointing. I would go a bit further. It is a disgrace, a national disgrace, that these two elderly men are being held hostage here in Ireland because they're in favour of peace. And people need to start making contact with their public representatives on this issue. These proposals allow an accused person to maintain ties with family and continue employment or education in his or her home country while awaiting trial. By providing for the enforcement of bail conditions and return of the person for trial, the bill also puts in place the necessary protections for victims and the public. In fact, the people that should be on trial is those who have been in charge of Shannon for the last 18 years. And I'm talking about consecutive governments. They should be on trial because the crime we're talking about is war. War is the crime. Tarek and Ken are innocent, and I would put any money on that they will be found innocent by a jury court. Thank you and good night. Talking about you.